right now in the world with inflation. So this is something like a lot of people don't understand, and I always tell people, today, which is crazy because it definitely changed since COVID. So 5 years ago,
for sure,
a house that was $230,000 is now $450,000. I don't know what happened there.
Ridiculous.
How has this affected the credit, right? Also, how does this affected? I feel like the workforce. Shout out to. I think I was reading about a company called Oracle. Oracle gave everybody a 6 a.m. bad email that says, today's your last day. 30,000 people laid off.
Ridiculous.
So today is with the inflation, the credit, obviously, the utilization is being maxed out. From your coaching standpoint, what do we do? It's maxed out. We need money. We need our credit. We need to try to fix this. What do we need to do? What are some things we need to kind of, hone in on from your coaching standpoint?
Well, I will go ahead and say first things first, you can't do what you don't know. All right, so a lot of people say, well, I can go learn all this stuff on YouTube. Well, if you can learn anything and do anything from just searching on YouTube, why isn't YouTube ended world hunger? Because again, you can't get life-changing information off a free platform. You have to pay. And this day and age, where inflation is getting higher and higher and higher, we have to lean on OPM, other people's money. Because again, inflation is going up and up, but that minimum wage isn't going up and up like the inflation is. So how can we stay afloat when inflation is just beating our monthly pay? We have to start investing into ourselves. We need to start investing into ourselves by leveraging our credit to go ahead and get some cash flowing businesses.
All right, so I would like to ask if you were, which I know you've probably done it a couple of times, but let's say you were to fund yourself today. Pretty sure you didn't use it a couple of times, so shout out to you on that.
For sure.
$100,000. What would you do today in the inflation?
Easy.
What would you do? $100,000. What do we need to do? We got $100,000. It goes into your bank account. When and how do you, flip it or invest it, or what would you do with that $100,000?
100%. So before I do any investments with that $100,000, I'm gonna go see what I want to do. I'm gonna sit down with myself and say, what do I want to do? Once I figure that out, I'm gonna go find somebody who's doing what I want to do, but also making what I want to make. I'm gonna go talk to that person. Hey, how much can I pay you to learn what you're doing? Once I start locking in with that person and learning what they're doing, now I'm gonna take the remaining amount. Cause I'm not gonna pay somebody $100,000, but I'm gonna take the remaining amount and then start investing. But now I just shortcutted all the mistakes that I might make, because a mentor or a coach is your GPS. Don't turn left, turn right. Go a little bit straight, then turn right now. That's what a coach does for you.
So because let's say the coach was 10 grand. I don't know, right?
For sure.
10 grand to make you 100 grand or 100 grand over and over again, right? Because it's not tangible. They can't see it. The person puts the 10 grand in your hand. How do you as a coach work on overcoming that one objective when people are saying, yes, I do want to do it, but man, I really don't know. There's no crystal ball here. How did you get over there?
I ask people, do you have faith? Can you see what you believe in? No. Do you have faith then? If you do have faith, well then all entrepreneurs are very strong on having faith. Why? Because an entrepreneur knows that my business, if I keep working hard, my business is going to take off. I'm going to be successful. But they're not in that moment successful yet. They don't have the money yet. So again, it's not tangible at the moment. You have to have faith that, yes, I'm going to execute on what I need to execute on to reach my goal. So everything that I want is now tangible.
$100,000, right? It's crazy to say it. I remember saying $100,000, man, and I'm like, whoa, you rich. But $100,000 just really ain't $100,000 anymore. So give us a nugget, right? Give us a play. I know you can't give us too much, but I know we got to hit the community to get the juice.
For sure.
But $100 grand. You would do what? If I were y'all, I'm gonna give y'all a play.
Got you.
100 grand. This was the steps. What we need to do. What would you bet it on?
Done deal. So after I went and got my mentor, learned, I'm gonna go say, go get you a cash flowing business. So there's something called a SBA 7A loan where they actually cover 90% of a purchase price. So let's go say if we go get a storage facility, 91 units, it's $1 million, okay?
Okay.
What we can do is do that SBA 7A loan where they cover 90%. We got covered 10%.
Oh, wow.
10% of $1 million is $100,000.
Got you.
That's 2 credit cards. So when you start looking at things like, okay, I know how to leverage my credit. I know what banks to go to. How much is this business? 100,000. I had to put $100,000 in. I think that's like 2-3 cards. That's tangible. That's doable now.
Yeah.
And now again, I'm the same person who's doing $2,000 a month, but I just fixed my credit. Now I have access to over $100,000. Now I'm gonna go invest into this property or into this investment, and now I'm cash flowing $14,000, $15,000, $20,000 a month. Off $100,000, you pay 1%. That's $1,000. You're in the green. Day one, once you get those keys.
Buying a business, it's already functioning, it's already profitable, you can see the profits, it's already running, you just took it off and ran to play with that. Okay, that's, is there a resource that you can give that, people can buy businesses, or we have to go to community on that, or are we going to bless us
I'll
on
give
that
you one. So it's biz, buy, sell. So you can go to actually that one, and we can also, I'm going to give you a little gem. So we can look for distressed owners. So we're going to go look at if this property or this investment has been sitting on the market for a year or two. Why? That means it's been sitting. Nobody really wants it. We have to look at the details about that, though. Like, why doesn't anybody want it? Is it not in a good area? Is it not a good business? Like, what's going on with it? But a lot of times what we can do is we can find a owner who is old, right? So he's in his peak. He's, you know what, I don't have any kids, or I do have kids. I don't want to leave it to them, but I want to leave this business to somebody who's going to take care of it. Those are the type of people who we look for, because they're most likely, if they're old and trying to get out of it, and it's been sitting for a while, 9 times out of 10, we can we're not going to, take advantage of them because of the situation they're in, but we can kind of make that play in our favor because it's been sitting there for a long time and they're ready to sell.
What are some of the top features that you like inside the score machine? Because obviously, anybody who's listening to this, looking at it, they probably are visualizing themselves, getting themselves in a position to run that play right there, to go ahead and buy a business.
For sure.
So obviously, inside the software, what are some of the things that you say, man, look, because of this, this, and this, there's no way to lose? What are some of your favorite features?
That underwriting part for me is one of the best features to me, because it's actually showing you, it's proving to you it's not the credit score. We just went to an event today and somebody had a 780 credit score, but the report was trash. How is that possible? Somebody had a 690 credit score, got them funding. How is that possible? It's not the score, it's the report. So when you go to the underwriting tab and it shows you, yes, you might have that 700 credit score, but you don't have the comparables, you don't have the age, you have too many inquiries. Now it's like, oh shoot, I can't go get funding because I have a 780 credit score. I need to fix my report. So that's the best thing to me, because that's gonna tell me where to go. Do I need credit repair? I'm gonna know that from the underwriting tab. Do I need funding? It's gonna tell me that from the underwriting tab.
I think I've seen that. I was interviewing somebody and you was explaining them. How long did it take you to tell him that information based on the software?
Seconds. If we made everything color coded. So if you know how to drive, red means stop, green means go, yellow means, and everybody watching this, please do not say speed up. It means slow down, proceed with caution. So when you know what colors you're looking at, it takes a lot of guesswork out.
Yeah. I love it. So if you see a lot of red in your report, there's some things that need to be fixed. Stop. Just chill out.
Just chill out.
Got you. So what do you see as the COO of this company going forward? Give us a prediction of the future. What's to come?
I'm predicting that this software is gonna free a lot of people. It's gonna allow a lot of people to say, you know what, I can really take control of my financial situation. I can really take control of if I get to spend time with my family or not. I really get control what I do with my time. I also see this company growing huge. We are constantly adding new features. We perfect our features. Nothing's perfect, but again, done gets results. We're always gonna make things better, but we're never gonna just wait until everything's perfect to push it out, because there's always gonna be a tweak, there's always gonna be an update that needs to be done. But in the future, I do see us adding more services so we can actually be able to give this software to not just the individual, but the business owners who want to add an extra stream of income, but they don't want to add an extra job. That's what I see coming in the future.
Could you speak on instant gratification versus delayed gratification in this system? Obviously, there's people that want to be ready. They're ready to go. They're not in position, obviously, but they need to be. They put themselves in position. How important is it to understand delayed gratification when it comes to the score machine and the way you guys coach people through?
100%. So in this day and age, it's Instagram. So if I post a picture and I don't get a like in 2 minutes, they hate me.
Yeah. Yeah.
they hate me. I posted something wrong.
Yeah.
But with this is that instant gratification. You can't have bad credit for 20 years and then expect your credit to get fixed in 2 days. It's not going to happen like that. You have to put the time in, you have to put the work in. You have to understand this is not an overnight process. Yes, we can get quick results, but that's not guaranteed for everybody, because again, everybody's report is different. So you can't come in here with the wrong expectations.
Now let's talk about real quick on the new feature you guys have.
For sure.
Now, depending when you see this video, and we're documenting it today because there's new things coming in every day. You now added the credit repair component. Could you break that down?
100%, and that's what I'm very excited for. So there's a lot of softwares out there that you have to actually pay to use their software to send off letters, to help you write the letters and then send them off. We knew that. We knew that people who have credit issues might not also have a ton of money to be spending. So if you get our software, we're gonna go ahead and give you the credit repair side for free. All you have to do is pay for your printing. There's no more paying for credit repair. So for my people who are trying to start a credit repair company, that's more income to your pockets now. That's also, depending on how you want to do it, you don't have to charge your client as much money, because you don't have to pay for it to keep the software going. All you do is pay for your printing. So I'm very excited about that part.
Last but not least, I want to talk about the word sacrifice. All right. So shout out to you. And I've heard amazing stories of how amazing of a coach you are and how you help thousands of people on a monthly basis right now, growing onto that. What kind of sacrifices have you made personally? We just want to shout out to your people and, give you your flowers while you can smell them today.
Right.
And coach us about the sacrifice on some of the things that we're going to have to do to get our credit right.
For sure.
And how the reward is going to be sweet if we just follow your coaching.
There is no successful entrepreneur that never took risks. There's no successful entrepreneur that didn't have to sacrifice. So you're gonna have to sacrifice when it comes to, I fixed my credit, now I wanna go on this vacation. No, you don't. You have to go ahead and use your credit, leverage your credit to go invest back into yourself. A lot of times people just say, you know what, well, I can't sacrifice the time it takes to learn how to fix my credit. Well, what's the alternative? What's the alternative? Paying cash everywhere you go?
Right.
What do you get back when you pay in cash? Nothing.
Yeah.
When I don't walk around with cash or a debit card.
Yeah.
But that took time to understand why I don't do that. Because if I use a debit card, what do I get back? Nothing. But when I use a credit card, if I'm gonna buy this item, I must have the cash.
I love it. So
I might as well just use my credit and then pay that back. So now I'm getting flight points, food points, everything. I'm living off my points now. I haven't bought a plane ticket in almost a year. Why? Because again, we're using our points for this type of stuff. When you start living your life through credit, everything changes.
I love it, man. This is a dope interview. Before we go, I just want to have some fun. Let's still have some fun facts with the COO. You ready?
Let's do it.
All right, I heard you from Chicago.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go with it. Your favorite football team?
I'm gonna be faithful. Chicago Bears.
One time for the Bears. Favorite basketball team? I hope you say the
Bulls.
right one. Okay, great.
Got to go with it.
All right. Number one pizza spot to go to in Chicago.
Giordano's.
Shout out to Giordano's. All right. What is your favorite thing to do on your off time, in which I know you barely have any off time? So
Yeah.
what is your thing? What's the thing? What do you like to do?
So and this is what I call my off time, but I'm also in the Chamber of Commerce for Chicago. So they have little events and stuff like that, bringing the kids to the park and doing like a little seminar for them. I love showing up to those and just loving on the people. Why? When you can actually be touchable, it's different when somebody sees you online and it's like, oh, they're just so big, blah, blah. But when you're actually touchable, when you're actually in the vicinity and people can actually say, this is a real person. This person looks just like me and he's not selling drugs. He's not slinging this. He's not throwing a ball, bouncing a ball. He's doing something called financial literacy.
Yeah.
That's not sexy. That's not cool in our community. It's just not. But what we're trying to do is make it cool, make it sexy. You don't have to be out on the corner selling drugs to make a living. You can actually be inside the house or wherever you want and still making a living by helping people out, by helping them level up. I always tell people it's impact over income. If you try to focus, if you dive in on somebody else's problems, you will be overpaid every time. If you over deliver, you're gonna be overpaid every single time. So when we show up to an event, when we show up in public, we're gonna over deliver. Not just because we wanna be overpaid, but again, it's the impact over income.
That is powerful, brother. Thank you for this time with us. And definitely, if you could, shout out how everyone can connect with you before we get out of here.
Got you. So again, my name is DeAndre Ruffin, AKA Dre the Dimer. You can follow me on Instagram _DRETHEDIMER. On Facebook, it's DeAndre Ruffin.
All right, man. Appreciate the time.
Yes, sir.